Formula One returns to Interlagos once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and just 4 years later, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights, for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Oldtimer lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Stroll, Tsunoda, Zhou, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Bottas, Behrman, Albon, Vesti, Théo Pourchaire, Verstappen, and Sergio Perez completes our grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier. But critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometres an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow-speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Okay, DRS is now available. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Okay, mate, Leclerc is ahead of you. We don't want to let this hold us up too long, so do your best to get past and get on with the race. Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
A great race then, very much as we've come to expect, and a fantastic victory here at Interlagos.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Okay, all the new parts have been fabricated.
Stand by to see cars at more than 210 miles an hour blasting their way down the strip. F1 has taken over. It's F1 Fever, Las Vegas.
Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Welcome along to Las Vegas. Saturday night's all right for driving. Well, it is here tonight as F1 takes over the entire city and the Formula One circus comes to town. Well, tonight we go racing around the bright lights of Las Vegas. 3.8 miles under the Nevada night sky and thousands of neon lights. There are landmarks everywhere you look, punctuating the 17 corners and 2 DRS zones. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Ocon, Zhou, Bottas, Verstappen, Sainz, Perez, Tsunoda, Stroll, Albon, Behrman, Vesti, Hülkenberg, Théo Pourchaire, and Oldtimer. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. I don't know about you, Ant, but it seems like only a couple of weeks ago we were talking ahead of the first race. Here we are, ahead of the last race. This year has just flown by.
Yeah, a lot of races to cover these days in Formula One, Crofty, as you well know, doing them all yourself. But it's the same for the drivers. It comes at you thick and fast, and you've got to pace yourself as well to get to this point in the season. If it has gone your way, it's a great time to just enjoy it. There's nothing that can change in the championship pecking order, of course. If you've won the championship already, go out and enjoy this race and send yourself off through the winter break. If it's been a bit of a year to forget, you can try and take a bit of solace in this Grand Prix, end on a high and carry that energy into next season.
Okay, we might be at the back of the grid and it's not the best place to start, but keep your chin up and push hard. It's Formula One. Anything can happen.